the fuck, dude? No one listens to me anymore.
Alrighty. Mic check, mic check.
All right, testing.
Your mic's off, dude.
1 2 1 2. You guys are good.
There we go. Yes, sir.
All right.
We're finishing up this session real quick, but we'll be on like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
What the hell? Oh.
No. You know how like you sometimes have to click onto the game to, you know.
Oh, you click the gun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had no choice but to left click, which ultimately, unfortunately, made me shoot my gun for no reason.
Right. Oh, so we settled on that name, Phil? On title of the podcast or your podcast? Or a podcast.
Is Phil's
You know
mic
what?
not working again, or he's not
Sorry.
answering us?
My
Okay.
bad. Okay. I kind of settled on the name title of the podcast. Well, unless you guys have a much more
I'm
cooler.
just gonna crash this, Nick. Okay.
Yeah, go for it. I don't care. I like the name Phil. You should keep it.
You like? Okay.
Yeah, fill in the blank. I like it.
Okay, cause yeah. Well, I don't know. That'd be a funny one. I kind of just like I kind of pun myself out of that one.
Pun or no, it's a catchy name. Keep it.
Okay.
I demand you to keep it. In fact.
Fill in the blank. Okay, fair enough. Fill in the blank.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Right, we're getting ready in about 30 seconds. Give us a moment here.
Di ka mag-umayon.
Damn. Okay. Wait, where's the bowl, babe? No, I mean the actual bowl itself. Okay.
Okay, we are going live in about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
You have water?
1.
I have the bottle right there.
But there's no water.
Welcome everyone to the new premiere of the Monday Show, title of your podcast. Tonight we're bringing back the Monday podcast for you guys right here on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the show. But the Monday show is back. But we're gonna try something different, try something fresh here. So bear with us bear with us if you can. So with that being said, I am your host for this new show, and joining me on the show today is myself, the one and only Mr. Uncle, and of course the man right there. You see Nick right there. He's here as well. Let me do a little bit of adjustments here, folks. Alrighty. No, it's always good to have a little bit jitters on the first day, but that's alright. Alright. Let me see here. Let me readjust us here a little second so you can hear what I'm saying. Well, actually, as long as you can hear us, but I want you guys to be able to see us as well. There we go.
Yeah, my camera's charging. Hold on.
Okay. Anyways. Alright. Oh, there we go. There you go. Oh, nope. Wrong way. There we go. That's better. So ship it to this one here. Alrighty.
Lemon water. Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty.
Is your wife okay?
She for some reason put this in my water. A little strange, but I guess.
Strange waters? Stranger
Yeah.
tides. Stranger tides.
You give me a name for this if you want.
Stranger tides.
Okay.
Okay. That's wait. That's a isn't that one of the other Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
Yes.
That can't remember without. I don't think that's the one with Blackbeard.
I believe that. Oh no, that's Dead Man Tell No Tales. Never mind. I think that is with Blackbeard.
Where you have Winston playing the guy who plays Winston from John Wick. So, oh, there we go. Just had to make some minor adjustments here.
So what are we filling in the blank today?
Well, that will come in a good segment later on in the show. But first off, well, let's go ahead. If you guys still have the outline, should still be available in the Google Docs here. Anyways, oh, by the way, the chat room is actually open, guys. So if you guys are tuning into the show, make sure you guys drop it. For those watching, make sure you guys drop it and say hello, say what's up. Chat room's open, so go.
What's the name of the
It should be title of your podcast.
Title. Okay.
So if I got there we go. All right. Now we're gonna bring it's kicking off this very first episode of Fill in the Blank. Actually, I want to take this time to kind of explain to our audience what is actually going on with this format that you're now seeing. So, audience, I'm gonna talk to you guys like this, and also adjust my camera at the same time. So, for a little bit over a month now, of course, there's been talks about bringing back the Monday Show, and how to bring back the Monday Show. It was just a matter of trying to come up with the idea set for this show. So, what was the goal that we were trying to accomplish for the show? Well, the goal that I originally pitched for a show was to, number one, have rotating hosts. Now, what do I mean by a rotating host of the show? Well, every week, it's not only just gonna be me hosting a show. Every week, it will rotate between starting with myself on the show, followed by the ace himself, Mr. Espinel himself, which, by the way, happy birthday, sir. Hopefully it was an awesome one.
I'll talk about it later.
Cool.
Thank you.
And of course, at the end of that cycle is Mr. Sick Nick himself, Mr. Nick Calton. So, in that order, what you're bound to see is you're gonna see all three of us host the podcast show right here. So, of course, as you can tell by the blue theme going around, I decided to go blue because blue felt nice and calm. So you might see some differences, you might see some other stuff, but
Yeah, apparently Nick got the memo.
yeah. See, so that being said, the main focus of the goal was to highlight everyone's hosting, not only highlight hosting abilities, but also kind be also very creative, be also not only very creative, but in a way, yeah, host the title of our podcast. And out of the blue, and whatever, for whatever reason, the name of fill in the blank literally came to me.
Nice.
So
Let's put it in.
yeah, so that will be the so every time you see me host a show, it's probably, so it'll be part of our title of the podcast series right here on Panoramic. So now now that you have heard me speak for a moment, now it's allow me to go ahead and reintroduce these guys, because we haven't been doing the podcast for a while. So I miss Uncle, formerly Uncle Shazam. Over here, I have the ace himself right here.
So, wait, am I supposed to do an intro or something?
Or
yeah. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, up to you. Up to you. You know, if you want to say your name, your shoe size, where you're from, kind of thing.
Okay, I like long walks on the beach, Aristotle, and for some reason I'm actually wearing blue too. I just noticed on the.
Technically, you are wearing blue.
So, I guess someday out of the blue, just like you said. That could have been the alternate title, but.
Oh, something out of the blue.
But yeah, I am the co-host of this new show, which I'm excited about. Title of your podcast. So, let's go.
Yes, and of course, allow me again to reintroduce Mr. Sicknick himself. Oh, well, now you're wondering why I can't see him. Don't worry, he's not John Cena, folks. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm not. Nor do I want to be.
Nick Cena.
But, well, to be fair, my hyphened secondary name is John, albeit spelled in a very weird way.
Jean.
Well,
to be fair, it's spelled in a very unusual way. Imagine this. Imagine the name John spelled Jaughn. It's pretty weird to think about, right?
No,
well,
it's like a French thing.
I suppose, although Jean is spelled like Jean in the English language, but besides that, little known fact about my second hyphen name, it's technically a spelling error that's stuck ever since.
How did it? Was it just like we'll leave it like that, or
something like that, I guess? Because then the idea was, my mom wanted to name me after her dad and my dad's dad. My mom's dad was named Nicholas without the H in the middle, and my dad's dad was named Juan, which is John in Spanish. Which, if spelling was like a priority for them, then my name should have been Nicholas Juan Cauton. But for whatever reason, John stuck, and nobody gave a shit about it since. Not even me.
So in other words, if you throw spaghetti at the wall and make sure it sticks, that's just how it happened.
I guess, yeah. When it comes to names, that's just what happens.
Has no one ever tried whenever cooking spaghetti, and just make sure your spaghetti's cooked? You ever throw spaghetti at the wall to make sure it's actually cooked and it actually sticks to the wall?
First of all, why the hell would I do that if I actually like spaghetti?
Just out of curiosity, because I actually tried it one time a long time ago, and found out to know it's cooked, you throw it against the wall, and if it sticks, it's cooked. So I tried that experiment once, and it actually worked.
Well, hey, that's a great way to piss off my dad if you want to do that.
Damn.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised it actually worked. But that was a quite some time ago. But anyway, let's go ahead, kick it off with some some curious, also pretty random questions, really random questions to think of.
Just saying, I haven't heard that in a while, and I kind of miss it.
So
We're back.
And we're back. Yeah, we're back. We're back with it. Ain't that something?
Let's just say the Panoramic podcast has a rebrand now.
In a sense, yes. In a sense, yes. So, okay. No, I'm not gonna ask about the whole. Do we think the whole vaccine mandate is stupid? Of course it's stupid. I'm not gonna ask that. That's silly. That's way too silly. So, what I will ask is, if you have a chance to find a way off actually get off way, would you would you rather leave on an airplane and go to the mainland, or now you can get wild with these questions. Doesn't matter. Or would you scientifically create a portal gun to travel across different dimension? That way we can be out of this pandemic forever.
I opt for the latter easily. This isn't even a choice to me.
Same. That's not even a question. Why wouldn't you want to do a portal gun? I'd like to go to another dimension.
Yeah, another dimension where COVID does not exist.
Let's go. Yeah. Why would I want to go to the Earth if I can go somewhere else?
Fair enough. See. Oh, and but on top of that question, if you had the destination of this so-called alternate Earth, what in your own mind, in your own description, what would that alternate Earth be in your design? What would be the timeline? Would it be, for instance, if I were to travel to an alternate Earth, I would find an Earth where I'll be on an Earth where I actually have a great job, a great place to live, and taxes in Hawaii or tourism and shit would be non-existent. That's the alternate Earth I would be in, where in an Earth where tourism is completely non-existent in Hawaii.
Well, I'm out of a job then.
Okay.
So thank you.
But yeah, no, up to the kind of alternate Earth or timeline you would find yourself in.
And isn't tourism like 80% of the economy here?
True.
Like 50%?
Not just Hawaii, but all over the world.
Right. So, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. If anything, it would be like this. If every president in the world was a woman, there would be no wars. There would be just a whole bunch of countries not talking to each other, which frankly doesn't sound that bad to me.
Women?
Yeah. Like instead of wars happening, the two women presidents would just ignore each other's existences, which frankly is way better than having pointless wars.
So you're saying they have social anxiety? You just don't want to talk to anyone?
Maybe. I mean, judging on how women kind of work these days, if they don't like each other, they literally will not talk to one another.
That's a good point.
Oh, that's a real good one. Okay, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting in alternate Earth dimension.
Like I said, that actually doesn't sound bad at all.
Sure, I can do no worse.
On Earth with
Although
no.
we still gotta. Actually, I want an Earth with no North Korea. There you go.
Oh, okay. So we don't get so we don't get bombed. Oh shit.
I mean,
Fucking
like
fascists.
they even could.
Yeah, and even then, yeah, the whole world's gonna turn on them. So
Yeah, exactly. Even
Correct.
China's starting not
Kim.
to like them.
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, China is being like, hey, North Korea, if you don't fucking chill out, I'm leaving your ass.
That's a good point. Man. Oh wow, that's a yeah that was a good whopper question. What will be your ideal alternate Earth, Ace?
Yeah, like I mentioned, no North Korea, just South Korea. I'm down with that.
Ooh.
No minimum wage. I think everyone should get paid as much as they're worth, not for what the company thinks they're worth. Because obviously, the
Yeah.
company thinks workers are nothing, right?
True.
Yeah.
So fuck that theory. Have schools, have education be free. Honestly, I don't know why people have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars just to chase their dream. You know, and it's not even guaranteed anyway.
Yeah.
So it used to be free actually, education, but I don't know what happened.
Or at least cheaper. It used to be cheaper.
Well, yeah, affordable.
Yeah.
Obviously, nothing is affordable now. So
Well, actually, from what I heard, about maybe a few decades ago, you didn't even have to get through college just to make it through life. Like, you could just have a high school degree and you would do just fine in life.
there you go.
That's not exactly the case anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. I want a world where no one has to suffer for more than they can handle, and actually
Yeah.
enjoy life and actually chase the dream. Because I don't think dreams exist anymore. Sorry to
Yeah.
sound so blunt and demeaning, but that's how the world is. I see. So,
Touche. Right on. I like that. All right.
and scene. Okay, I'm back
And
to happy.
scene. Hey, nice scene. All right. Now, I'm gonna go ahead, toss his ball of this curious random question ball right over to Nick. If you,
My ideal alternate Earth.
oh, actually, my bad. I meant what I meant was if you had a curious question of your own, if you had something to just curiously just randomly ask.
I guess I have one. What oh boy. What's one okay, what is one fictional weapon you would want in your possession? Just one.
In my possession for me to use however I want.
Yeah.
Give me the ray gun. I'm down.
Mm.
You said fictional weapon, right?
Yeah.
That thing just blows things out of space or into space,
Yeah. Blow zombies into space, I should say.
or anyone I don't like.
If I had my possession, I'd want the Leviathan axe.
Wait, where is that from?
Oh, God of War. Sorry.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The new God of Wars, yeah, not the old ones.
Yeah. Well, the old God of Wars never had an axe to begin with.
Mhm.
So, I thought I know. Granted, I guess I know the Blades of Chaos are always gonna be like super iconic because,
Yeah.
but I've grown a fond to the Leviathan axe. Actually,
Well, technically, it's also a multi-purpose tool too, not just a weapon. You could use it to cut down trees, other than like killing baddies with it. Which honestly, it sounds like a good deal to me.
Well, the fact that there's there's an enchantment where the axe can actually, because apparently there's supposed to be an enchantment for the axe to actually come back to you,
Sure.
like a DNA fingerprint.
Yeah, that's basically what Thor has in the Marvel universe, if you think about it.
True. Yeah, and I think that's also even mentioned in even in Norse mythology, which is actually pretty darn interesting too.
Speaking of which, did you guys see the reveal trailers yet for God of War?
Yep.
Ragnarok.
Yes, I
Amazing.
did.
You gotta play it, Nick. Come on.
You gotta play it, dude. It's worth it.
Phil has a game, so let him know.
I have it. I beat it. It's actually amazing.
But I mean, we're not getting anytime soon, so you have time.
So God of War's not, or God of War Ragnarok is not coming to like 2022.
At least, yeah, at the minimum.
So
But yeah, it looks awesome. Atreus' voice, I can't get over how much he's getting older, or how much his voice line is cracking.
and it makes sense though.
It does make sense.
It makes sense that he's getting older. So
Yeah, it's just hard to wrap my head around that.
but you know what's even more funnier? How much the internet blew up when they saw the key art or some key photos of character renders of Thor, and when people saw the character render, or the character render of Thor, people were pissed. We're like,
Really?
oh, how come we're not getting we're not getting Marvel Thor? How come we're not getting Endgame Thor? Or
Wow.
What's
These
dumb?
guys
What
are
the fuck?
dumb. These guys are beyond stupid.
That might be the
To be
stupidest.
thinking that
Yeah.
way.
how come we're not
Wow.
getting we're not getting Chris Hemsworth Thor? I'm like,
Huh.
Okay, I could. Okay. If they were to have Chris Hemsworth voice God of War's version of Thor, I would be completely okay with that. But if they basically copy and paste Thor from Marvel to God of War, then that is where I would have a problem, because he would be completely out of place in an environment like that. To my knowledge, Thor in the myth looks absolutely nothing like the one in Marvel Comics. Not saying Marvel Comics Thor looks like crap, but keep that where it is and leave mythology alone is all I'm trying to say.
no, but you know what? Like, mythologically, they actually got him. Like, it's actually mythologically correct.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving credit where credit is due with that version of Thor. He doesn't look that badass, if I'm being honest, but it sticks with the myth of the real myth according to Scandinavian lore back in those days. So I'm completely okay with Thor looking like that.
Well, plus, if you think about it, Thor actually ate really good back in that day.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone on Asgard just ate really good, and also just drank like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like if I was crazy enough to eat and drink endlessly like that, man, I would be so happy to be looking like Thor.
Well, I mean, this doesn't really relate to the mythologies in any way, but according to the Bible, when we do receive our heavenly bodies, we could eat literally anything we want, and we will not get fat.
True. But overall, but really, and I don't know if I need to show the inner. I think inner. You already Marvel fanboys are getting twisted. Of Thor, but
Seriously, as a Marvel fan myself, leave that where it is. It's fine where it is. It's fine where it should be.
But you know, was super under. But you know, it was also kind of super underrated that people were not mentioning.
What?
The person who's voicing for that.
Hit? Can you?
Oh yeah. So in context, the person who's actually voicing Thor is Ryan Hurst. Now for some people, for other people who had watched other TV shows, Ryan Hurst, for a lot of people who don't know, was Opie Winston from the show Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay.
So if you have the chance to Google up if you have the chance to Google up Ryan Hurst, great actor, a very well talented actor, and I think the way for choosing him to voice Thor.
He looks like a Thor. Wow.
Yeah, he kind of does. Just
You got the
older.
Viking look. Yeah.
Way older.
So that to me was a bit like an underrated miss point. Like the person voicing it is like I dig it. Like I'm actually okay with this casting.
Hmm.
So
Excuse me.
but yeah, no. But overall, honestly, can't wait for 2022. And I'm actually like super glad that it's actually gonna whatchamacall. Yeah, that I think it's also gonna be for PS4 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So
Who?
for God of War Ragnarok, I believe this is not just only PS5, but it's also gonna be on PS4, which I think is
Yeah.
which is great.
Because no one's gonna pay $900 for PS5.
So
$900.
but yeah, that was I think that was like a lot of the things I was like super excited when I heard when I was watching the PlayStation showcase. So
Hmm.
yeah. I know we got a little bit off tangent. Oh, we haven't heard that name at all. Anyways, sorry. All right,
Stay tuned.
I know. Stay tuned. Anyways, let's give the random question pass this random question ball right over to the ace himself.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at my archives here. I didn't really get one ready for this show. Okay. Kind of a political question, but what are top 3 things you would change in Hawaii if you were like governor, or if you had the power to change things?
Ooh.
Top 3 things.
If I was elected governor of Hawaii, number one, I would actually I would say stray away from tourism, but I want to find a way where Hawaii does not need to rely on tourism as a complete money source.
It's kind of hard.
I know that's like the biggest like uphill battle.
Well, not only that, but around the world, people think of Hawaii as the dream, the tourist spot. So there will be, no matter what you do, there's gonna be people flocking here because they want to check it out. Because
that is until you expose Hawaii for what it actually is, filled with homeless, boring as hell, potentially dangerous areas depending on where you are on the island or on any other island for that matter.
Well, fill in the blank. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Reference to the show, show title. But yeah, any island or any place in the world that looks beautiful from the outside, you have no idea until you live there. Live there. So that would be hard to completely, not need tourism. But I'm listening.
I won't say like not needed, but in a way, kind of like mitigate it.
Not rely on it.
Cause I feel like that's what we just like really like heavily rely on. Like if there's a way to like, if there's any other way to like, not mitigate it, but to not make it the most reliable source ever, with just for money. Like I feel like there could be like so much more ways where this state could fund money and not buy tourism.
Examples?
Like for example, for examples, like I would actually like to reduce like the reduce the cost of living here. Like, holy crap! Like, that's like one of the key impact reasons why we rely on tourism, because the one or one of the few connecting points of this reason, like if you like the cost of living now is crazy, is like crazy high, and it's beyond stupid to the point where how the hell do we have a 4.712 sales tax? I think I might have said that number wrong, but anyway,
we get the point. Yeah, everything is charged up the ass here
Yeah.
for no reason.
You would have to be in a swimming pool full of money just to live here decently.
And even then, you still wouldn't be able to save up all that money. You would actually put that money towards all the bullshit here.
Well, actually, if you were rich, you would be an even bigger target for the government to take your money. Not saying I want to be rich, but you know, this system is kind of suspect.
Because you know why? They want your money for the rail. That's not gonna work at all.
A rail that almost no one asked for. Almost.
And it won't help the traffic. I'm sorry, Ige, but or whoever idea it was.
No, you can actually thank freaking Moofy for all that nonsense.
For accepting it, or for like letting it go.
For number one,
giving the green.
Yeah, letting it go, and the very one who basically pitched and started the idea in the first place. And as soon his time in office was up, okay, you guys can deal with it now. Shoots. See you guys later.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Wow, what a dick. And I've actually met him a couple of times.
Yeah, same. My dad shook hands with him, and I'm like, next time, clean your hands.
Yeah.
Honestly, as a kid, I thought he was cool. As a kid, I thought
he does look like a cool guy though. But again, politicians are two-faced, right?
Yeah.
So they're all Harvey Dents out there.
They're basically wolves in sheep's clothing.
Perfect example, or perfect analogy. But yeah, so there's two things, right, Phil?
That's two things. Actually, yeah, no, so cost of living,
in the tourism.
The third one. Top three things. Yeah, no, you know what? I don't know if we want to, if we can count this as a third, but I know it kind of does fall in line with the cost of living, but I actually wish I'm just kind of wishing on a dream here, but I wish like homes in Hawaii weren't as expensive as they are.
Yeah.
If you look at today and you go, sorry Meg, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
don't worry.
Like if you go looking around like on a Zillow and like literally on Zillow, and if you look at homes, for example, like if you're looking at homes somewhere in like on the west side, whether it be in Eva Beach, Kapolei, Waipahu, you'd be surprised, people, that how many $1 million homes are out there, and how much are there, which is actually redonkulous. Yeah.
Right.
Like, holy crap.
Even
Like-
apartments are ridiculous.
Yeah, like holy crap, who'd ever thought like, three bedroom 2 bath apartments would be like 4,500 rent. I'm like, oh, what the.
Even worse than that, you could have a house, a one-story house, look like it's about to tumble at any moment. And how much does it cost? $500,000 for a house that looks like it's about to cave in on itself. Bruh, that should be like what, 1,200 at best?
Or actually, let alone, I would say I would let that thing go for at least 100 grand.
If you're being generous.
Mm-hmm.
I would let it go for 100 grand at least. Cause I feel like most people are paying like average homes are what, between like 500 to $1 million at most.
I'd say that's a generous
Yeah.
estimate.
Average.
So, but yeah, actually, so my third one. So not only the cost of living, because everything in stores are just expensive. Costs are the affording to live in Hawaii. It would be the third thing to like change up, big time.
Interesting. You didn't mention traffic, but I guess Nick will get into it.
I'll let Nick have this one.
I guess the first one for me would be like the first one you said. Have Hawaii not be completely relied on tourism. I mean, I'm not completely against tourism, but I do feel like that, getting to work is gonna be one hell of a, it's like climbing Mount Everest just to get to work sometimes. At least for me, that's the case, because, traffic is completely nuts. It's borderline out of control, which leads me to the second. Yeah, which leads me to the second point: reduction of traffic without the need for the rail.
How would
Let's
you do that?
just. Well, this is where I'm gonna need some expert opinions on, but that is something I would do if I was government. But then again, I would not want to be governor in the first place. And third, reduce the cost of living, which I'm pretty sure everybody wants. Like it's like people could take sides on the tourism thing. People could take sides on the rail thing. But if there's one thing I'm pretty sure anybody would back, it would definitely be reducing the cost of living.
And adding to the traffic thing, I think a big problem with that is literally there's too many cars in one house, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of saying that because my family has like 5 cars parked out there. But
Yeah, same here. I'm putting myself on blast for
Yeah.
this. Although
Can
the only reason why I say that I have too many cars in
Same.
my household is because there's one car over there that we absolutely do not need.
Wait, okay.
Yep.
What would be the acceptable number of cars?
That depends on the size of your house.
I would say as long as there's like, it should match the amount of people that have licenses.
Yeah.
Not one person should not need 2 cars. Honestly,
Yeah. That would be ridiculous.
like one is enough. Hell, you can borrow cars. You could talk with
Mhm.
your sibling or something. Hey, if you work this shift, can I borrow your car this shift? Kind of thing. So
Sure.
it's just communication. But I think people just like having their own things.
Okay.
This is how it is.
Okay, because I don't know if I guess you could consider me guilty. Actually, you know what? Consider me guilty too, because like, I know I have a car. Sarah has my sister has a car. Mom and dad has a car. So 4. Oh well, Justin doesn't really.
Yeah, he's moved out
He moved out already. So
pretty much.
4 would it
I'd
be
say you're at the. No, you're perfectly there in line, Phil. I don't think
Yeah,
you're over
you're
400.
at an acceptable limit, I would say.
Yeah, I would say that should be the acceptable limit.
If anything, for me, I'm 1 car over the acceptable limit
Same,
of my household.
maybe 2 actually. But we at least don't need that 1 car here. But I don't want to say any words because
fair enough.
they might get mad.
Fair enough.
My dad's truck.
Personally, I
Anyway,
wouldn't.
yeah.
I wouldn't give a shit if that person got mad at me because I know who would back me up.
Wait, whose car is it that's there that you don't need?
Without saying names, let's just say, Kazi Hubby. I will just say that. Yeah,
So
he really does not need to be here, and he doesn't do fucking shit in this household.
meaning it's not being used at all, or
Well, he's using it, obviously, but what I mean is
they don't need it.
well, no, he needs it, but we don't need him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
Like, he has no other reason of being here except my cousin.
I feel like I wish you had a soundboard so you can play the
You know what?
The air horn.
You know what?
shots fired.
You know what? I'm gonna. You know what? I might actually invest in one now.
Nice.
I might actually.
Wow.
Well, not now, but I'm
Oh.
I'm actually looking to invest on one. And
I think that would add some dynamics to our show.
there. I see what you're doing, Aver Media. I know I have your game captures, so just because I see you guys new products of new cameras and new soundboards, I see what you guys trying to do. Okay, I see you guys. But if you want to sponsor the show, let us know. Can.
There you go. But yeah, getting back to the original question. So the main three things we want here is affordable living, mitigating, tourism at least a little bit, and traffic.
Pretty much,
And
yeah.
we can all agree on those things.
I'm pretty sure anybody with a hint of sense would agree on those.
And anyone that's lived here for more than a month should know those three things. Or what
Exactly.
needs to change.
True.
So, but yeah, that's my
And
curious question.
for us, we definitely exceed that statute of limitation.
Amen, brother.
Oh yeah. Wow, there we go. Well, there you go. That was our first segment of the curious random questions. But speaking of which, I feel like there's since we're so fresh on that idea. I figure we're fresh on the idea of, well, not living in home. Well, maybe reasons why you should. People should not move to at least Oahu, because let's be honest, Oahu. Let's be honest, this place has been overcrowded, overran,
Yeah.
like forever. Man, that'd be a dope one. We're actually about to react to a certain video.
Oh shit.
Here we
Here we
go.
I'm ready.
So let me
I'm ready.
I'm putting on my mental armor. This one.
On every
Mental what?
vacation, out of our
Armor.
home, there's someone like you
I always have that on.
who reunited the family to make
So
up
let
for
me
lost time.
get a react cam here.
It's called being jaded.
All right, hold on a second here. Where
And
is?
even though we changed a little,
Give me
we're also still the same.
pause of Spotify. The one that's to interrupt.
On the Verbo app.
Okay. Oops. Hold on a second here.
This is you. Or at least it could be you. You've been
Wow,
island
why is there
hopping
so
through
many-
Greece with a group of people.
When mainlanders
Okay. Now that that's there, just gotta play this one. Oh, wait, no, go back. There we go.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Okay. Well, here we go, chat. Let me know if you guys can actually hear the sound. Just give me a thumbs up. You guys can hear it.
ask me where I'm from and I respond I'm from Hawaii, I'm often met with oohs, ahs, and you're so lucky to live in paradise. And yes, as I do feel super grateful and lucky to call Hawaii home, there are negative aspects to living here that outsiders aren't privy to at first glance. It's that old cliche, right? We dream of living right on the beach, kicking back with some sort of cold beverage in our hand, admiring the shimmering ocean. That's the postcard version of Hawaii. That's the version of Hawaii that people typically experience on a 1 to 2 week vacation. The reality is that vacationing and living here are two ends of a spectrum. If you're contemplating moving to the island, I hope this video gives you a more well-rounded perspective on what it's like to be a Hawaii resident. If you plan on moving to Oahu, be prepared to be in your car a lot. You'd think since it's an island, it'd be a breeze to hop from one part of the island to the next. Nope. Honolulu is notorious for having the worst traffic conditions in the United States.
Thank you.
According to some transportation analytics, Oahu drivers spend an average of 92 hours in traffic, costing an average of $1,282 per driver. The culprit to the congestion is that most Oahu residents who commute to Honolulu for work live out on the windward and west side of the island, which causes significant traffic in the morning and evening. The state's solution to the island's traffic problem was supposed to be a 20-mile elevated rail system that spanned from West Oahu to the heart of Honolulu. Well, that project has been a total shit show from the start. I could do a completely separate video discussing the pitfalls of Honolulu's rail. However, to sum it up, the rail isn't even close to being completed. It has come in billions of dollars over budget due to piss poor planning and politicians who have zero clue how to run a giant infrastructure project. And Hawaii taxpayers are the ones footing the bill. Instead of relying on brain-dead politicians, we should have just picked up the phone and called Elon Musk. Yo, Elon, can you build us one of your Hyperloops? Boom, done. It's no secret that Hawaii has some of the highest housing costs in the nation. The median price of a single-family home on Oahu is $795,000, and the median rental price for a one-bedroom apartment in Honolulu is $1,400 per month. There are two contributing factors to Hawaii's housing problem: not enough affordable housing units and low wages. Although the state is in the process of building more and more units in the foreseeable future, it's nowhere near enough to meet the growing demand. The process of building more units takes a long time, as there are governmental budgetary constraints as well as a limited amount of inventory of designated land. The other part of the problem is the enormous disparity between wages and the price of rental housing. Bear with me here because I'm about to throw a lot of numbers at you. Approximately 42% of Hawaii residents are renters, and the average renter makes $16.68 per hour. To afford a $1,400 per month one-bedroom apartment, said renter would need to earn $28 per hour. To afford a two-bedroom apartment at roughly $2,000 per month, a renter would need to earn $37 per hour, which is a whopping $20 per hour gap. For Hawaii residents, due to nosebleedingly high housing costs, it's not uncommon for multiple family members to live under one roof, or for an individual to have 2, 3, or even 4 roommates. An easy solution to the wage problem is to increase the state's current minimum wage of $10.10 per hour by $5, similar to what Seattle implemented in 2015. A hike in the minimum wage would essentially put more money in the pockets of lower earners, resulting in their ability to pay the current rental prices. Another positive effect of a minimum wage increase is that people who live with relatives or roommates will have more income to save or potentially pour back into Hawaii's economy. Not surprisingly, detractors of a minimum wage hike believe that it would hurt businesses, which it ultimately would, if your business was shit. Businesses that have a major gripe with a wage increase will inevitably be swallowed up by stiffer competition that's run more efficiently anyway. According to a 2019 report, Hawaii is second in homelessness, behind only New York in the entire nation. In the report, 45 out of 10,000 people experienced homelessness in Hawaii, and 46
didn't think it was that bad.
To put into perspective, the national average is 17 out of 10,000 people. A majority of the homeless reside on Oahu, and about half of the population are unsheltered. So if you plan on moving here, be prepared to see tents and full to the brim shopping carts in parks, sidewalks, and other public areas. With that being said, however, the solution to the homeless problem is much more nuanced than the Honolulu Police Department cracking the whip or sending them off on an airplane to Timbuktu. Honolulu's growing homeless issue can be attributed to several factors such as gentrification, not enough affordable housing, not enough state subsidized outreach programs, and a lack of available mental health and drug abuse services. It will take numerous tactics to combat homelessness, which requires way more brain power than a dummy like me talking about it in a YouTube video can possibly handle. The engine of Hawaii's economy is tourism. If there's anything we've learned living through a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic, it's that our economy relies way too heavily on tourists visiting the islands. Because when travel was significantly curtailed starting in March of last year, a lot of businesses struggled mightily and a handful unfortunately went under. The total collapse of the tourism industry is the perfect example of not putting all your eggs in one basket. It's like putting your entire net worth into Dogecoin thinking it's going to the moon. That's idiotic. Don't do that. Instead, you need to have a diversified investment strategy, and the same diversification is necessary for Hawaii's economy to thrive.
Oh, hang on. We got an ad.
Don't worry, you can skip. You can skip it, you know.
Okay.
To branch off from tourism, a few foundational things first need to be addressed.
Whoops.
I was actually enjoying the video.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
you hit premium, dude. Oh, we're using Panoramic. Hello.
Yeah, that's why. Wait, whoops. I think I'll switch it to the.
Hawaii isn't an attractive place to do business or for entrepreneurs. We have the second highest income tax rates in the United States, just below California. We have crippling regulatory burdens. We're consistently ranked at the bottom of the pack in terms of states where to start a business. Not to mention, Hawaii's cost of living is exorbitantly high. I think it's the wrong approach to say Hawaii needs to straight away focus our attention on agriculture or renewable energy or tech or fill in whatever XYZ industry. The state needs to just get out of its own way and let the diversification of our economy happen naturally. That means reducing state income taxes, curb government spending and borrowing, like the stupid rail, incentivize labor mobility, and essentially get rid of the unnecessary red tape to starting a business. Once the foundation is laid and we're seen as a more conducive business environment, we can then turn our attention to specific industries. This next reason not to move to Hawaii piggybacks off of tourism being the dominant force of our economy. If you're looking to move to Hawaii but don't have a job lined up and have no real support system, I'm afraid it'll be tough sledding. Unless you're looking to retire or are a freelancer, work construction, or have a highly marketable skill, you're going to be relegated to lower paying jobs in the hospitality, restaurant, and retail industries. When you couple the lower paying jobs with one of the nation's highest cost of living, Hawaii residents are forced to work multiple jobs and live with relatives to simply make ends meet. In a recent survey of Hawaii residents, out of the 1.12 million adults, 2/3 stated they're just scraping by financially. For me, I'm damn lucky because I have parents and family here to lean on, so I'm able to think about and save for the future. Many Hawaii residents, unfortunately, don't share the same luxury and are living paycheck to paycheck. And when 2/3 of the adults say they're struggling financially, it's deplorable that the state's minimum wage has remained stagnant. At this point, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but newsflash, living in Hawaii is expensive. We've already established that Hawaii has one of the nation's highest housing costs. According to payscale.com, Hawaii residents are also burdened with the highest energy costs in the nation, with our electricity rate at 29.18 cents per kilowatt hour. That's roughly a third more than the next highest on the list, Alaska, at 19.36 cents per kilowatt hour. On top of that, our transportation costs are 35% higher than the national average, and we pay 62% more for groceries. So the next time you're at the store shopping for toilet paper, think of us Hawaii people and how much more we have to pay to wipe our asses. I've never felt island fever more than living through a pandemic where travel is severely restricted. You mainlanders have it nice. If you wanted to on a whim visit bucket list places like Yosemite, Yellowstone, or Zion National Park, You essentially could just hop in your car and take a glorious road trip. Us Hawaii people, on the other hand, have to travel by air if we want to go anywhere, which is cost prohibitive. We even have to take a flight if we want to visit the neighboring islands. Sorry, there are no bridges connecting the islands together. I know this is the epitome of first world problems, and I love living in Hawaii, but sometimes you just need to get away and experience something new. That's just not as feasible when you live on a tiny island in the middle of the ocean. So that's it. Those were the 7 reasons you should not move to Hawaii. I realize I've been a Debbie Downer throughout this video, but if you plan on moving to the islands, you have to know the realities of what it's actually like to live here. And in spite of its many flaws, I'm extremely lucky to call Hawaii home. There's really no place like it on Earth. And maybe that's the only reason you want and need to move here. 'Cause it's Hawaii.
Well done.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot. Okay, there was like a shit ton of points made, like.
Yeah, stuff we've made too. Same points we made, but yeah, definitely the cost of living. And I didn't know we were paying more for groceries than anybody else. Crazy.
Yeah, no, I find that shit like, what the fuck, like.
60% more. What the hell? I mean, no wonder we're living paycheck to paycheck.
Like,
you know?
imagine just going to like a Times supermarket, right? And you're just gonna pick up eggs, and you realize eggs is like about $13 or 12. Actually, yeah, let's say about $13 for a dozen eggs. Like, the fuck?
And milk like $6. It's a gallon of milk, $6. It's insane.
And you want to go look at the main, and you're like, what the hell?
I think the number one problem for me is how the hell are we only getting paid like minimum wage is $10? Like, how is that? How do you live on that? You can't. Right?
No one.
Like, you guys took like years to get, where you guys are what, 15 now? 15 an hour?
Yeah.
And you guys had to like bust your ass for like years, right? Just to get there.
I would say a handful of years, give or
Like, that
take.
should have been there from the beginning though,
Yeah.
15. Like, you guys should be getting paid 20 now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dumb brain dead politicians here, or whoever's running
Yeah.
this joint.
I could imagine someone, say, from Texas comes here, and they're like, what? A gallon of milk costs $5? This shit costs half of that. The hell's wrong with this place? Blame the dummy Democrats. They're the reason why we're paying $5 a gallon of milk. And I don't even drink milk.
That's what we get for inaugurating a frog for.
Yeah, pretty much. Among other people.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people. But yeah, okay. I guess
Wow.
we can. Where are we now, Phil?
Oh, well, actually, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring back an idea of a show, which is my third and signature segment.
Okay.
I will actually bring back from the dead using Monster Reborn, the Trail of Tears.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
In a while.
I wonder what the tier list is gonna be.
Actually, so this is gonna be a part 1 and a part 2. So part 2 will be part of the next time when I host. But it's gonna be relatively short. So this tier list I'm about to present to you guys is local restaurants that's been known only in Oahu. So allow me to present said restaurants. Oops.
Oh shit.
Just zoom in on these on this thing a little bit more. Everyone can actually see my rankings here. Okay.
I can see it.
Garbage tier never again.
Oh shit, this freaking lemon water is making me fart crazy.
Damn.
Oh.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
No. I'm fine. I don't feel like shitting yet, but the more I drink this, the closer I'm getting to that. Not a bad taste though.
So does it help alleviate like constipation or?
I guess you could say that. I mean, I remember Phil saying he used to drink a detox water, which
yeah.
I think this is where the idea came from.
Oh yeah.
I might actually think of that.
My detox waters, man. Those that stuff is so refreshing afterwards. Like
Yeah,
you feel a bit of a cleanse in your stomach. Yeah, sure. It's
I
gonna,
guess.
yeah, sure. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a bit, but you know.
I'll keep that in mind because actually, in the past couple of weeks, I've been a little bit constipated, so
Damn.
AKA hard to pee. Anyway,
Anyways, so as you can see, I have 12. Keep in mind, this is only a part one. This will be a part one, part two. Part two will be the next set list of restaurants that I will have coming up later. But anyways, yes, right now, welcome to this final segment, or the final segment of the show. We're bringing back Trail of Tears. As you can see on these Trail of Tears, we have the S tier, which is AKA would go again always. A tier, it's all right, but still good. We also have the garbage tier. Never again. We go there because at one time I would get one stomach ache or something. And then of course we have the who. Where's this? I'll let go. Go one time.
so that's not necessarily a bad tier, right?
It's not
No.
it's not necessarily a bad tier, but it's more of a
You're like, I've never heard of it. Okay,
who.
gotcha.
So, I'm pretty sure majority of these restaurants, a lot of us may or may not have heard, but give or take. All right.
Okay.
So, kicking off this list, we have the infamous Boots and Chemo's restaurant, also known for their they're really good their butter pancakes and waffles, to me. So, and also they're also known for their kimchi fried rice. So.
Oh yeah, they got some badass omelets too. I'll give them that.
And for those who don't know where it is, it's here on Oahu, and if you drive, you can actually go on the freeway, take the H3 exit going to Kaneohe, and it's actually right, I think right off on Leaky exit. But anyways, that to me, Boots and Chemo's, a great breakfast joint restaurant, still iconic and still well known. So to me, I'm gonna say, it's alright, but it's not like I would go there. It's still good. It's not like it's still good, but it's not something I would go all the time.
Yeah, same here. Plus, they're a little pricey nowadays too. And ironically enough, I haven't been there in years.
So, do you agree where Boots and Chemo's is at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. This next one, what we got here is Cholo's Mexican restaurant, which is actually located excuse me, which is actually located out on North Shore side, or when you actually go into Haleiwa. So if you're looking for like good, like well, to me, preferably good drinks, good fajitas, good burritos, and good Mexican food. And if you're ever in the North Shore area, I recommend going Cholo's.
Personally, I would put that on the bottom only because this is the first time I've heard of it.
Fair enough.
That's just me though.
So, I've only been there. Yeah, I've only been there once with my family. It was kind of a long time ago. So, all right. Coming up next, we have. I'm pretty sure a lot of us had went here at this time once. Cinnamons. Now Also another place out on Windward side. Again, also this is another choice that's also much like Boots and Chemos, who actually I'll give Cinnamons this. They actually have the much more better red velvet pancakes. So would that be something? Would you consider that we would try one time?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah, I've never
just like
tried
the
it.
last one.
That sounds good.
Just
Yeah.
like the last one, I've never been there before.
Okay. All right. Another one added to the list here.
Yeah, another unknown variable, I guess.
All right. I think this is something we're all known by now.
Yeah.
Elena.
Hell, I live 5 minutes away from this place.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Where would you put Elena's?
Personally, I would put it, if I'm being generous, I would probably put it at low S tier, only because the only thing I would ever buy from that place is the famous pork adobo fried rice omelet. That's the only thing I buy from there. Nothing else.
So you never tried, so you actually never tried the triple D special?
Honestly, no, but now that I think about it, I might want to. Is that kind of like the same thing, or is that a totally different dish?
Minus the omelet part, but picture this.
Okay.
It's lechon kawali fried rice.
Oh man, I better try that on my next cheat day.
So yeah, so I think I would say I would definitely put Elena's at a acceptable S tier. Acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. One of our first and most original shrimp trucks. Giovanni's.
Mm.
What say you guys?
I would probably put it at high A if I'm being generous.
Yeah,
Because I do actually like the shrimp every now and then.
Yeah, they're also good for their meat and meat place and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think they're not S tier because they don't have everything. You know.
Yeah.
They're kind of limited, but other than
Yeah.
that, they're amazing.
Yeah, they got some amazing shrimp. Like, if you like a good mix of spicy and spicy and tasty, I guess. I would definitely recommend shrimp scampi. That's probably like their number one, dish. Which I'm not gonna lie, right now as I'm talking, I'm salivating over it just thinking about it. But if you really,
I didn't know until now.
What?
I didn't know they had sort of a miniature shop over in Townside in Kakako, like in that one.
Oh, I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
Or inside H Mart. I didn't actually know that thing actually existed.
Which one?
The H Mart in Kakako, where they have like kind of like a miniature food court ish.
Oh yeah, me and Emery went there last year. Yeah.
And then someone told me there's like a miniature like Giovanni's in there.
That we didn't see. It's probably new. They probably just implemented it.
Damn.
But yeah, it's 2 stories. That's pretty cool.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I might actually check it out. Giovanni, H-Mart.
But yeah, back to what I was saying earlier. If you really want to incinerate your mouth with spicy stuff, which I did, by the way, definitely order their spicy shrimp scampi. Or spicy shrimp, I should say. Yeah.
Oh.
Oops. Sorry. Okay. That's better. Alrighty. Where was I? Oh, yes. Okay. Lilia Bakery. I'm gonna say my opinion real quick, but it's up to you guys to change it. But in terms of dining, I think Leah Bakery is kind of trash.
Really?
Okay.
It's a little overrated. Yeah, I agree. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's trash.
I don't know about trash, but I wouldn't put it on S tier. That's for sure.
Low A. Like, yeah.
Low A.
Yeah,
little overrated.
low A. If we're being forgiving enough, low A would be its best place.
Bakery's still good. I agree with that.
The bakery,
Yeah.
no, the bakery is great. But as far as dining,
Yeah, I wouldn't die in.
No, thank you. I'll just take mine's takeout, please.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Something about some of the food there is just didn't feel right. Nothing felt right with that place.
I guess.
Felt forced.
Yeah.
Like they were rushing it.
Like the bakery was just doing so well, but until they opened a restaurant, like, huh, okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
a consolation prize. The dining in. Don't even try it.
So, all right, LNL.
I'm not gonna lie, I do actually like their chicken katsu over here.
Yep, Katsu's really good there.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Obviously, Locomoco, Michun.
Mm-hmm.
I have tales about that. I have tales back in like elementary.
Please do
middle
tell.
Oh.
school days. Anytime after school, even if I had just about $10 in my pocket,
Mm-hmm.
just cause. I would actually after I get off the bus and I'm like really hungry, I would actually go to the LNL. I would actually order a chinkatsu plate, but here's what I would do. I would tell the order, mini chinkatsu, no rice, no mac salad, but all fries.
Oh, dude, that is my childhood favorite. Except, for me, I would just want just a little bit of mac salad, just a bit, not a lot, and the sauce for the chicken katsu. Yes, please. Other than that, I totally agree with the chicken katsu and fries plate.
But yeah, those are like that's how I think when I think of LNL. That's like some good childhood shit.
Mm-hmm. Hell, to this day, I still actually, now that I think about it, I gotta Mia to that.
Just go LNL one time.
Yeah, just go LNL one time. Buy her my childhood favorite lunch plate. I promise she's gonna fall in love with it straight away.
Fair enough. All right, the top contender here, Rainbow's Drive-In.
Or
To be honest, I've never been there.
I
Really?
tried it once, but I
I'm
forgot what the name was.
serious.
You never been to Rainbow's?
I don't think so. At least not as far as my memory can recall.
Oh,
It's funny because it's located in Waipahu, and you're the only one that lives there. Yeah, you've never. tried it.
Wait, which part of Waipahu?
you know by McDonald's area.
Which McDonald's area? There's a Waikele McDonald's area.
The one by
there-
the one by Don Quixote.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Now that I think about it, and thinking back to the days where I first met Air, I believe I did actually try something from there. I just, for some reason, the name just never stuck out to me all that much.
So, well, to me, I feel like when I think of Rainbow Drive-In, I absolutely all the time think of not just the mixed plate, but their Locomoco. Like, that's the reason why the Locomoco there would always be a winner. And that's
I will.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
no, it's definitely my first place for Locomocos, Rainbows, because they really go heavy on the green.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What else do
Although-
they know for?
True. Oh, one other thing, and I think Rainbows is the only other restaurant on. But chat can correct me if I'm wrong. chat can correct me if I'm wrong on this one too. They are also known for the only place that still serves Green River soft drink. If you don't know what that is,
Oh, yep.
it's wonderful green melon fruit punch of a juice. I know it's not exactly fruit punch, but it's just a nice green melon juice. That's honestly something I could probably go like I could just like drink over and over again. So if I'm gonna put rainbows, and this is just this is just me, but I'd always go again, always.
Okay.
Okay, this next one I've heard of this place. I don't know if you guys have, but this one's called Restaurant 604.
I actually went
Never
there in
heard
April.
of it.
So,
I went there in April. Yeah, it's pretty good.
oh, was it pretty dope?
Other than Emery being stung by a bee, we had a pretty good time there.
Oh snap!
Ooh.
Yeah, we had a good outside patio view over the Arizona Memorial and stuff like that. Bay, Pearl Harbor, pretty much.
Yep.
And at night it looks pretty dope.
Oh man. Was
So
there
yeah,
like,
the food's really good.
was there like live music too?
There at the time, no, I think because COVID, but they do have like a stand where gigs can be played
Oh shit!
in the middle. pretty good.
Nice.
But yeah, the pork chops are really good. Lamb chops, fish and chips, amazing. The drinks are good. Yeah, can't complain. I don't know if it's actually I would go again. Actually,
You go again?
I would go again. That's I don't, you guys should try it.
Okay.
That'd be a nice date for you, Nick, and your wife. Have
Sure.
her look over the Pearl Harbor.
And
As
look
you
o-
whisper
look
sweet
over
nothings in her ear.
there you go.
Sweet Ilocano in her ear. No? Okay. Do you talk to her in Ilocano?
Only to be funny.
There you go.
Well, actually, here. Speaking of funny, just a quick story without revealing too much details.
Sure.
So wife and I were having a bit of fun. Wink, wink. And well, okay, it's not as explicit as you'd think. If anything, we were just kind of laughing at each other, pretty much. And then Deether happened to be outside, and he's like, "Manang Mia, natangkan takangkanan mon." And
Wow.
she couldn't stop laughing from that because then Deether already knew what the.
And for the audience that doesn't know, could you translate?
Okay, so for those that don't know what my brother just said, natangkan takangkanan mo basically means, did your snack get hard? Yeah,
Okay.
that's basically what he said to my wife. And keep in mind, Deether does not speak straight Ilocano. If anything, just like me, he only uses it just to be. He only speaks it just to be funny. That's it.
Okay. And you know, in this story, you're the snack, right?
Ooh.
Tell me you didn't know that.
Wait. Hold up. What?
You don't get the reference? I thought. Wait. You
In
guys
the
were having fun. You guys were laughing, right? Dito's in
Yeah.
another room.
Yeah.
So his inference, he thinks you guys are doing, wife and husband stuff.
Yeah.
Tatangkan jikangkanan mo. That means
Yeah.
you're the snack. So you're getting hard and she's eating a snack. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, in truth, that wasn't exactly what was happening,
Okay,
but
I know,
he
I know.
had to make fun of the situation.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just speaking for Indieter's point.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, good story. That's pretty funny.
Oh shit.
Dieter. Anyway, we gotta have him on the show sometime.
Oh, definitely have him on the show. Definitely.
Ilocano stories should be his segment.
Okay. All right, we're down. We're down to like the last three iconic local restaurants. Part one, part two will come back next the next time I host. So here we go. So last three, Side Street Inn.
Don't know much about that. Could you?
I
enlighten
haven't
us?
heard about this one.
For whatever reason, I've always passed this place during those times where I'm Uber driving right off on Kapahulu. And I've actually taken people to I've actually had rides where people asked to be taken to Side Street and like.
Excuse me.
From the knowledge that I've gathered, it's basically a much more, well, don't want to say a fancier Zippies, but that's what I always heard from locals and from other people who actually been to this place. So
Funnily enough, Obama went there 4 years ago.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk that? Okay. Damn. Okay.
And his daughters.
Obama, so this is probably another restaurant that would definitely be gotta eventually definitely gotta try.
It looks good.
So, I'll do a little bit of a wonder myself about that place.
Actually, I have a quick 3-minute video that shows a little bit of what it is.
Dope. Let me just put this one on here we go.
So when y'all ready?
Go.
Before I start to eat it.
So we still have our traditional classics that we are known for. We wanted to feature a couple of things that maybe people have seen on the menu but actually never tried out. I'm going to start off with our fried rice. This is called the Works fried rice.
The Works?
The Works.
I just had fried rice.
So built off our signature fried rice, which already includes Portuguese sausage, char siu, bacon, peas, and carrots and green onions. Colin said 3 porks
Sounds
is
perfect
not
for a
enough in
cheat
fried
day.
rice. So we added
Yep.
the lapchang sausage
Good job.
and kimchi for a kick.
Very, very nice.
Yes.
By the way, your guys' fried rice was already unreal.
Yes.
And so now it's even more unreal.
Correct.
Okay, next.
Next
Yo.
is barbecue baby back ribs. So you get 1 pound.
If there wasn't any better time to say that, yes.
Grilled and basted.
Yep.
We make our own lilikoi barbecue sauce. So when we glaze it, I mean, it's just perfect.
That sounds
Definitely
like
fancy
something
Zippies.
Something a little different.
Yeah,
So this
that's
is
something. That sounds like something my dad would.
Jonathan
ribs.
Domingo.
Yeah.
So it is half a chicken, marinated in his secret spices. Some of the spices that are in there is lemongrass, ginger, as well as garlic, marinated for over 24 hours.
Mata ginger.
And it is ready to be served.
Marinated for a whole day.
And then just
Wow.
some colorants for fun, some shrimp chips on the plate.
You guys
I
are
can already
open
taste
for
it.
dine-in, completely renovated. The steps you're taking
Oh, it's pretty cool.
for safety, because you want everybody to be safe. I see that the tables are spread apart.
Correct. So aside from staff wellness checks daily, all of the safety protocols are in place. As you mentioned,
There's a bar area, too.
spacing between the tables 6 feet
Dope.
apart. When guests do arrive, we do perform wellness temperature checks for them, and then all the sanitization protocols are in place.
Of course. Sounds great. Sounds safe. I know what goes good with good food, though.
What's that?
Good drinks. You mind if I go talk to Albert?
Oh, here we go.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
He's ready to serve you.
Perfect.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay.
And the drinks are
Make it work.
good here as well, so they go good with the food.
I don't think I actually tried that. That's. I don't think
Oh, really?
I don't think I've actually tried it.
Let's start with the bar, because you guys.
Now-
have a
now I'm kinda
full
interested
bar,
now.
Spirits, tap.
We do. We have a full bar, drafts. as well as
Hey.
bottles,
Hey
See the
there.
jacks.
and
Hey
all
now.
most of the
Hey
spirits,
now.
See the crown.
wines, the
Hey
full
now.
selection
Happy hour times.
for the month of April, from Tuesday to Thursday, from 4 to 6.
Ooh.
At which time you get
4 to
10%
6.
off of your total
Okay.
bill.
Want
It's
to
like
talk
after-
about you
10%
guys
off.
in front of us,
After
'cause
work?
Fridays are a
Got
little
you.
special.
Yes,
Can.
so on Fridays right now we're running the busy specials. $5 a can, the 4 different flavors, and it's the only seltzer with antioxidants and vitamin C.
Nice.
Hmm.
And these are the 4 new flavors.
Those are the 4
I'll
new
actually try that
flavors.
now.
Okay, and so how much are they going for?
$5.
$5 Fridays.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. Plus anything else that they have. We got sports, we got drinks, good food, a great new space at Side Street, and you can check them out. Is there a website? You guys got a website?
We do have a website.
What is the best way to make a reservation?
Actually, the best way is to call us directly.
Okay.
We do take the reservations. We try to space it out accordingly, but the best, is to give us a call.
Okay, perfect. And we'll have
There you go.
Okay,
Side Street Inn.
that's definitely
Definitely want to try it.
that's definitely one of those places gotta try.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely one of those places you must try now.
Whoa. What was that? We good?
Yep. Nope. Everything.
Nick sound like a robot out there.
For a brief moment there in time.
Being hacked.
Oh. Fucking Christ.
Okay, let's.
Okay.
What are the last two here?
All right. We're at the last two here. All right. The last. So last two. I'll go this backward order. So, let's go with Kahuku Shrimp Truck.
Ooh. Man.
I know Giovanni's is good, but Kahuku Shrimp Trucks is also not is.
It's, I would say, Kahuku Shrimp is probably Giovanni's top competitor. Then again, that should be completely obvious if you hear them.
Here's my experience. I think the shrimp is better than Giovanni's, but the Giovanni line isn't as bad. So I'd rather go Giovanni's because.
Yeah, I second that. In fact, I cannot argue against that. Like, Kahuku Shrimp technically tastes better, but their lines are
It's ridiculous.
ridiculously
Like
long.
99% tourists, and you could,
Oh, wait.
you
Yeah,
might as well go Geos.
like, okay, from my observation, unless that person lives in Kahuku, I've never
Sure.
seen a single local in line for Kahuku Shrimp. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's too damn long.
Yeah, every time I pass there, the lines are just like wrapping around the truck. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. I'm hungry
Next.
now. I want my food now.
Yeah, exactly.
But having tried there once, yes, the shrimp is good. So it's not
Actually,
garbage.
you know what I think? This is what I think about both shrimp trucks. Giovanni's is strongly supported by locals, and Kahuku's
There you go.
is strongly supported by tourists.
How
In
Yeah.
fact, that would be a war I would be a part of.
I was. But Giovanni's also too like. I feel like tourists can actually like crowd that place crazy too sometimes.
Sometimes, but generally, more locals go to Giovanni's than shrimp.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. Last but never the least, Zippy's.
Highs and lows with this one.
Yeah, I have. Well, actually, okay. I'll be honest with this one. I would say it's okay. Their food is not that good, but it's not terrible either. Like, if it's like once in a while midnight dine-in, then Zippy's would be perfect for that.
Right, like a cheap date or like a if you're just hungry, you're craving something, sure.
Yeah.
But I would not pick it lined along with these other ones.
Yeah.
But last resort, sure, I'll go with it.
Well, honestly, like, cause here's the only things I'll probably order at Zippy's. Like, almost, I'll say like not almost, but literally all the time. It's either the Korean fried chicken
Yep.
Mhm.
KFC.
or the surf pack.
Mhm.
It's overly overpriced now.
You know,
Yeah.
or if I want to be really basic, I'd order their chili dog and rice.
Nothing basic with that.
Yeah, I could get behind
That's
that.
actually
no
my
problem.
go-to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chili and the hot dog. The chili's really good. I give them that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's what sells it for me. Is their chili.
Whether it's their bean chili or their vegetarian chili, it's damn good.
Mm-hmm.
And not gonna lie, their fried chicken is actually pretty good. I said it. Their fried chicken is actually pretty good.
No,
Funny you said that. I ate that today and yesterday.
Oh, no
Zippy's
shit.
fried chicken?
Yeah, Zippy's
Oh.
fried chicken. I had that today.
So what's your recent review summary?
Well, it's okay. Although it's not KFC, it's not Popeyes, it's definitely not Jollibee. It's pretty good chicken all on its own.
Okay.
I know this is a tough one. It's either because this is my personal opinion. I would definitely put it S tier because I always find myself going to Zippy's at some point in time.
Okay.
But what would you guys? What would you? What would be the more?
I have to say their bakery aisle is just as good too. Their desserts. Yeah,
Napoleon's Bakery.
Their chantilly is actually not that bad.
Chantilly's, Long John's.
Actually,
Man.
that proposes a question for me. What is one food item from Zippy's you have an absolute soft spot for?
Oh, okay. For
KFC.
for talking, if we're talking like from like the actual menu, like definitely KFC, the KFC or the surf pack or zip pack. Excuse me.
Okay, some people might not like this, but I actually have a soft spot for their hamburger steak.
That's a very underrated one, actually.
Yeah, I like if there's one like if we were gonna go to Zippy's right now, just to hang out and have a dinner or whatnot, the one thing I would order from there just for the hell of it would be the hamburger steak.
Okay, considering what we've all talked about and what different variations of food we've loved and tried there, out of that alone, it has to be S tier then, because it has a lot of.
I think so.
That we
Yeah,
love,
it actually it appeals to different tastes.
Right.
I'm
and
not gonna lie.
Sure, at this point it's been overdone or whatever. We've been there a million times, but when you're craving something is there that will satisfy it.
Exactly.
So it's like the McDonald's logic, We've
Sure.
we've done it a million times, but we still go back because it has everything.
Or if you're a comic book person, which I'm pretty sure we are in some way, shape, or form, it would be like if we were Bruce Banner, Zippy's would be our Betty Ross.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yep.
I see the analogy there. That's actually a really good analogy.
It's our muse.
So
You can always go back to it. I would say like LNL tier probably. Maybe like right below LNL.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe higher actually. I don't know. But for now, I think that's a good spot.
Yeah.
We got part 2 next week, right? So
so part
we'll have more.
part 2 will be the next time when I host. So there's gonna be more restaurants come that I'm working that I'm gonna put on this next list.
Could I have a
can't
proposal?
wait.
Sure.
What if the top 10 of each list make it to the next round, kind of thing? And it's like an elimination.
Are we talking? Are we talking?
We're trying to get to the top of the top.
Are we talking? So as I'm waving my cursor on here, are we talking about the ones? Are we talking about these 9?
Sure. So those go to the next round, and then we'll pit against next week.
Okay.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be a good one. But there you go, everyone. The trail of tears is a segment I've brought we've now brought back from the grave.
Awesome.
So with that being said, that is the Fill in the Blank Tyler podcast show right here on Panoramic Gaming. But You're gonna want to stay tuned for next week because this ace has always something up his sleeve.
Hey, I like that.
So
stay tuned. Definitely have something.
What will he have? Come back next week.
Find out the mystery box next Monday.
Next Monday.
Monday, right? Okay.
Yep. Next Monday, 7 p.m. Hawaii time, right here on YouTube.
Right.
So, there you go. So with that being said, thanks everyone for tuning into the show. I am the Mr. Uncle. That is Mr. Sick Nick, and that is the Ace himself. And the Ace will be having a show next week. So come on back and be ready for the next title of your podcast right here on Panoramic Gaming. Okay, till then, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
Goodbye and good